Have you ever wondered how whales communicate across thousands of miles of ocean? How they maintain family bonds, attract mates, and pass down ancient songs through generations? Well, you're about to discover one of nature's most incredible and mysterious languages. The communication system of whales is so advanced, so sophisticated, that scientists are still uncovering its secrets today. In this documentary, we'll explore the remarkable world of whale communication. We'll meet humpback whales that compose and perform symphonies. We'll dive deep with sperm whales that click and communicate in dialects. And we'll discover how orcas maintain their own unique cultures passed down through families for thousands of years. But here's what's shocking. This magnificent system of communication is under threat. And if you stick around to the end, you'll learn what we can do to protect it. So don't go anywhere, subscribe now, and let's dive into the extraordinary world of whale communication, deep beneath the surface of our vast oceans, in the darkness, where sunlight barely reaches. An ancient and sophisticated conversation is taking place. For millions of years, whales have been communicating across thousands of miles, their voices traveling through waters, connecting across continents, telling stories of survival, love, and family bonds that rival anything we find on land. Welcome to the remarkable world of whale communication. Today, we'll explore how these gentle giants speak to one another, how they've evolved their extraordinary vocal abilities, and what their conversations reveal about intelligence, emotion, and the hidden depths of ocean life. Picture yourself in the North Atlantic, about 70 years ago. A young humpback whale, no more than a few months old, swims alongside her mother. The calf is learning the most crucial lesson of her life: not how to hunt, not how to navigate, but how to sing. Among humpback whales, singing is more than communication. It is culture. It is identity. It is a way of passing knowledge through generations. Her mother produces a low, melodic sound. The calf listens intently, absorbing every frequency, every rhythm. This song will be remembered for her entire life. Sound travels approximately 4 times faster through water than through air, and it travels vastly farther. While a human voice might carry a few hundred feet in open air, a whale's call can travel hundreds of miles through the ocean. This incredible acoustic property has allowed whales to evolve communication systems of stunning complexity, unlike humans who rely heavily on visual cues. Whales in the deep ocean often cannot see one another. They have adapted instead to create and interpret some of the most intricate vocalizations in the animal kingdom. The whale's body itself is a biological instrument perfectly designed for underwater communication. Their larynx can produce multiple sounds simultaneously. Some whale species can generate frequencies far beyond what the human ear can detect. The blue whale, the largest animal ever to exist on Earth, produces calls that reach 188 decibels, so powerful that they can vibrate through an entire ocean basin. These low-frequency vocalizations can travel from one end of an ocean to another, allowing whales to stay connected across vast distances. Among all whales, the humpback stands out as perhaps the most famous vocalist. The humpback whale's song is one of nature's most elaborate and moving compositions. Imagine yourself near the Hawaiian Islands during winter breeding season. Beneath the turquoise waters, male humpback whales gather by the hundreds. It is their mating season, and competition for female attention is fierce. But instead of fighting, instead of displaying physical dominance, male humpbacks sing. A solitary male positions himself near the ocean floor and begins his performance. The song starts with deep, resonant moans notes that seem to echo with ancient wisdom. Then come the cries, sharp, piercing sounds that cut through the water. These are followed by whistles, chirps, and rumbling low-frequency calls that can last anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes. And then, remarkably, he begins again from the start, repeating the entire composition over and over, sometimes for hours without pause. But here's where it becomes truly fascinating. All the male humpbacks singing in the same region sing essentially the same song, however. The song changes every year. Scientists have documented how humpback whales somehow collectively compose new songs each breeding season. Old phrases are replaced with new ones. Rhythm shift. New refrains are added. It's as if the entire population of males agrees to update their musical composition annually, like an underwater symphony that evolves with each performance season. Researchers have tracked these musical changes across populations separated by thousands of miles. Whales that have never met, from different ocean basins, eventually begin singing similar songs. The new compositions travel from one population to another like a cultural wave spreading across the world's oceans. This is genuine animal culture, the transmission of learned behaviors across generations and populations. This is what makes whale communication so extraordinarily unique. The humpback song was long assumed to be primarily a mating display way for males to attract females and establish territory. While this is certainly true, research has revealed far deeper complexity. The song appears to serve multiple functions. It strengthens bonds between whales in a group. It may serve as a navigational aid, helping whales locate one another across vast distances. The song also appears to contain information details about the singer's health, vigor, and genetic fitness. Females listening to these songs are effectively evaluating potential mates based on the quality, complexity, and endurance of their performance. A whale traveling thousands of miles from Arctic feeding grounds to tropical breeding grounds maintains contact with its family group through song. The mother keeps track of her calf. Adults maintain social bonds. The ocean becomes not a lonely wilderness, but a connected community where relationships are maintained through invisible acoustic channels. While humpback whales capture our imagination with their songs, other whale species have developed their own sophisticated communication systems, each adapted to their unique lifestyles and environments. The sperm whale, one of the ocean's most mysterious deep-diving mammals, has developed a communication system based on clicks and knocks. These whales dive into the crushing darkness of the deep ocean, descending over a mile below the surface to hunt for giant squid. In this alien environment where no sunlight penetrates, visual communication is impossible. Instead, sperm whales produce distinctive clicking sounds called codas. Different populations of sperm whales produce different coda patterns, suggesting that each group has its own unique dialect, its own cultural identity. This is a form of communication so advanced that each whale family has its own language, passed down through generations, unique to their population. The orca, or killer whale, perhaps displays communication complexity that rivals even the humpback. Orca pods are matriarchal societies where knowledge is passed from generation to generation. Each pod has its own dialect, its own set of calls and sounds that distinguish it from other pods. Researchers have documented how young orcas learn their pod's dialect from their mothers and other family members. An orca separated from its birth pod at a young age, raised by a different pod, will eventually adopt the new pod's dialect, completely abandoning the calls of its original family. This is clear evidence of vocal learning and cultural transmission. It demonstrates that orcas, like humans, have the capacity to learn, adapt, and pass cultural knowledge through their communities. They have their own traditions, their own ways of being, their own unique identities. What emerges from studying whale communication is an inescapable conclusion. Whales are remarkably intelligent beings. Their ability to produce, learn, and modify complex vocalizations requires sophisticated neural processing. Their capacity to maintain social structures over vast distances through acoustic communication suggests emotional intelligence and abstract thinking. Whales demonstrate cultural behavior, the hallmark of truly advanced cognition. They teach their young. They learn from experience. They adapt their behavior based on environmental changes. They maintain long-term relationships and appear to mourn their dead. The brain of a sperm whale, the largest brain in the animal kingdom, contains more neurons in certain regions than the human brain. A humpback whale brain shows evidence of self-awareness. Whales have demonstrated recognition of individual identity and appear to maintain complex social hierarchies based on age and experience. When we listen to whale songs, we are witnessing the expression of consciousness itself. Yet in today's oceans, whale communication faces unprecedented challenges. Human activity has fundamentally altered the acoustic environment in which whales live. Ship traffic has increased dramatically over the past century. Massive cargo vessels, tankers, and military vessels create a constant background noise in the ocean. This noise pollution masks whale calls, making it difficult for whales to hear one another. A whale trying to communicate across hundreds of miles must now compete with the roar of underwater engines and propellers. The acoustic range of their calls has effectively shrunk. Military sonar has been linked to mass strandings of whales. The intense acoustic waves appear to confuse or damage the whales' hearing systems, causing them to beach themselves. Industrial fishing, with its underwater explosions and acoustic deterrence, adds to the cacophony. Oil rig operations, construction, and seismic surveys all contribute to an ocean soundscape increasingly hostile to whale communication. The consequences are profound. Whales separated from their families by acoustic interference lose crucial social bonds. Mating calls fail to reach their intended recipients. Young whales fail to learn their population songs and dialects, risking the loss of cultural knowledge accumulated over millennia. Climate change presents another threat to whale communication as ocean temperatures rise. The properties of sound transmission through water change. Food sources shift, forcing whale populations to migrate to different areas, disrupting established communication networks. Yet there is reason for hope. International efforts to establish marine protected areas with acoustic sanctuaries are providing whales with regions where they can communicate relatively unimpeded. Some shipping lanes have been rerouted to avoid critical whale migration corridors and breeding grounds. Research into quieter ship designs and alternative sonar technologies offers promise for reducing human-generated noise pollution. Conservation organizations are working tirelessly to document whale populations and protect the ocean habitats upon which they depend. When we listen to a humpback whale-esque song or feel the vibration of a blue whale-esque call through ocean water, we are reminded of something fundamental about life on Earth. Intelligence and emotion are not uniquely human traits. They exist throughout the natural world in forms we are only beginning to understand. Whales communicate to bond with family, to attract mates, to navigate, to teach, and to share culture. In doing so, they demonstrate that connection is the foundation upon which all social structures are built. The songs of whales are a mirror held up to humanity. They remind us that we share this planet with beings of remarkable sophistication and beauty. They ask us to consider our responsibility to protect and preserve the natural world that created and sustains them. Beneath the waves, the conversation continues. Right now, at this very moment, whales in oceans around the world are calling to one another. They are singing songs that have been passed down through countless generations. The study of whale communication has fundamentally changed how we understand the natural world. It has shown us that consciousness is diverse and complex. It has proven that culture exists beyond human societies. It has revealed that intelligence takes many forms as we move forward. The choices we make about our oceans will determine the fate of whale communication. Will we continue to fill the ocean with noise and destruction, or will we work to preserve the acoustic environment that whales depend upon? Will we recognize whales not as resources to be exploited but as intelligent, emotional beings deserving of protection and respect? The answer to these questions will define not only the future of whales but the future of our oceans and ultimately the future of our own species. For we to depend on healthy, thriving oceans. The fate of whales and the fate of humanity are inextricably linked. The ocean is listening. Will we listen too? So there you have it. The incredible and heartbreaking story of how whales communicate. These magnificent creatures have been singing, clicking, and calling across our oceans for millions of years. Yet their voices are being drowned out by human activity. But here's the good news, we can change this. We can support marine conservation efforts. We can advocate for quieter shipping lanes. We can reduce our carbon footprint and fight climate change. Every action matters. If this video moved you, if you feel the same passion for protecting these incredible creatures, then please do 3 things. First, hit that like button to support this channel. Second, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our nature documentaries. And third, share this video with someone you care about. Help spread awareness about whale communication and ocean conservation. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next documentary. Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep fighting for our oceans and the whales that call them home. Goodbye, and thank you for being part of our community.